Saxby. This should be our take two.
Take two.
Give us a clap. And whenever you're ready.
I'm sorry. This was my experience at Dunbar Sushi. After leaving the house for a walk, I felt the anxiously familiar feeling of a low blood sugar passing over me. I have type 1 diabetes. If you are unfamiliar, this means that a low blood sugar could lead to seizures or death if untreated. I reached for my supplies only to realize I had left them at home. I started to panic, but was quickly calmed by the flashing light of a sushi restaurant not half a block in front of me. I walked in to see a beverage cooler housing soft drinks behind the counter. Perfect, I thought to myself. I sighed with relief as he put the chilled can down on the counter. $187, he said. I replied, on card. His face turned stern. $5 minimum. I don't have cash. I looked at him, worry in my eyes over the outcome of this savior. Too bad. I proceeded to tell him my scenario, how I had type 1 diabetes, how I had no low sugar supplies on me, and how I desperately needed his help. Can you please just sell this to me? I pleaded. He turned, put the soda back in the fridge, and said, sorry. Frustrated, I walked out of the restaurant. 10 minutes had now passed since I had entered the establishment, and I still hadn't had any form of sugar. I looked around in haste to see if I could find any other vendors close by, but all I found in my line of sight were houses, trees, and a CrossFit gym. I rushed back inside. Look, I told him, I am begging you right now. I am having a medical emergency, and I am terrified of it going any further. Please! I really need your help. I don't want to seize on your floor or end up in the hospital. Please just sell me this soda! This next part is something I will probably never forget for the rest of my life. He smirked, looked at me, and said, if you need sugar so bad, go find a pharmacy. My soul dropped dead at that moment. I kid you not. I didn't feel fear. I didn't feel pain or sadness. I felt nothing! I turned to leave the store in shock, unsure of what I should do next. Do I concede to this person and buy food from their business? Do I have any other choice? I felt disgusted knowing I might have to support his restaurant after what he just said to me. Before I could make a decision, I felt a tap on my shoulder. There's a pharmacy just 2 blocks down if you can make it, a woman said to me with concern on her face. Thank you, I said in earnest, so much. She gave me directions and I rushed to the pharmacy where they were sympathetic of my situation. 20 minutes after I entered that establishment is when I finally got the medical help I needed, which, I remind you, was just any form of sugar. I always carry my supplies with me everywhere I go, no matter what I'm doing. But this story is a good example of how easily one can make a mistake. I never thought I'd be in a situation like this, if I'm being honest. More than anything, I feel betrayed and disgusted. I'm lucky that there really was a pharmacy down the road. I'm lucky that that woman was kind enough to tell me. The next person might not be so lucky, no matter what they're like.